Well, hello everyone. Clay Frederick of the Horror franchise, back at it with another Halloween the Game video. I got curious and looked up the website, and lo and behold, what do I see? An update covering stealth, stalking, and scares, posted October 1st. Already, I was expecting Halloween Day to be more updates and stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright. Stealth, stalking, and scares. Read how IllFonic leverages gameplay to capture the classic feeling of Halloween, effectively conveying a constant sense of terror in the interactive world of Haddonfield is no small feat, and the team at IllFonic strive to do this timeless classic justice in Halloween. The original film secured its place in horror history by thrusting viewers into an anxiety-driven nightmare where the formidable Michael Myers slinks in and out of the shadows. Nearly 50 years later, the team aims to recreate that unforgettable feeling of dread through thoughtful game design. Ooh, baby. Alright, cool. So, that was pretty juicy. But here's something that's even more juicier. We got ourselves a brief clip of Michael walking inside of a house, looking for his prey, stalking his prey. Yeah, just the way I like it. Anyways, I think this is really cool. Got me pretty excited, so let's continue on from here because there's more things that we got to get into here. When it comes to embodying evil as Michael Myers, Halloween's gameplay principles lead with looming, stalking stealth. Michael must leverage darkness to maneuver the environments of Haddonfield undetected, not only to evade his adversaries, but to accomplish his murderous objectives, utilizing abilities like shape jump and first-person perspective stalking. I knew that's what it was. When I saw that first-person perspective of him moving around, I knew that was part of his ability. Stalking his prey, first-person style. Now that is epic! Sorry, I got a little bit of caffeine and sugar in me. Let's continue. Players get to immerse themselves in the role of one of horror's most legendary figures and unleash bloodshed upon the small Illinois town. Stealth isn't only important for Michael either. The heroes of Haddonfield must remain careful and quiet while attempting to rescue their neighbors from the boogeyman's sinister embrace, generating excessive noise, being reckless with a flashlight, or even carelessly escorting residents could force players into an unwanted encounter with Michael. Balancing stealth was a fundamental factor when crafting this immersive horror experience, and the team carefully considered how elements like shadows, color, grading, ambience, map layouts, and player POV would impact moment-to-moment gameplay. Jordan Matheson, design director at IllFonic, said a multi-perspective approach to stealth helped us build an entirely new flow of mechanics between characters. Michael uses it to expertly stalk his victims while staying out of sight, and the victims use it to avoid the shape's terrifying presence. Regardless of which side you're on, you'll quickly learn how to best use these systems to your advantage. By creating situations where match escalation naturally ratchets up and disconcerting stealth gives way to moments of frantic action and fear, the team provides a satisfying cadence to Halloween that aims to capture the essence of the 1978 film. Matches begin slow, cautious, and methodical, but as the gravity of the situation unfolds and more residents of Haddonfield join the fray, the energy culminates into an haunting climax and an inevitable face-off with the shape. The team believes this organic progression will empower players to control the tension of each match and deliver satisfying horror movie finales time and time again. And of course, we have ourselves another shot of, like I said beforehand, a first-person perspective of Michael's stealth ability, stalking his prey. I like it. I like it. It is a familiar shot. We've seen this in one of the trailers already. Jordan goes on to share, we understand quickly that the foundations of the gameplay need to revolve around the progression of power and tension to match the movie. The actions of players, especially Michael, become the driving force of terror throughout each match as intensity grows. Alright. So we got a little bit more of a taste on how the gameplay mechanics work. So I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that the whole first person's perspective that I've been eyeballing in them trailers was definitely part of his stealth ability, his stalk ability. And that is really awesome. I really like that. It gives me a callback to the very first shot of the original movie. First person perspective, walking through, stalking his prey. I can see a lot of love and passions being put into this game. And not only that, there are things that I've seen, that I've read, where stealth is an important factor in this game. Where even for the heroes of Haddonfield, they gotta be quiet about this. It kind of gives me some Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes, except you know how you were supposed to play the game as stealthy as possible, and yet people would rather rush out. That's so boring. Anyways, this is exciting. It's exciting news, and I just randomly just happened to look on my phone to just see if they got any news on anything from the most recent trailer or that post that last video I made where it wasn't actually on the site, so I had to go to Reddit. Well, guess what? Something new popped up, and here we are covering it. So, yeah, that's all that really we got right now for this one. And I'm going to cover this as much as possible. I say it every time, but I'm going to say it again. Anything new like this, I'm going to do my best to cover it as much as possible. Plus, it's kind of been harder to do lately because my laptop's being retarded. And if you notice the quality of these texts here, I had to record it with my camera. And I had to do it as sharp as possible. I had to focus on it as possible. Because my cords and stuff plugging into here, it's time for me to get a new laptop is what I'm saying. So one of these days I'm going to get myself a new laptop. I'm probably going to upgrade to a new camera while I'm at it. And we'll just see where things go. But anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. Halloween the game. We are 11 months, technically 11 months away from now. Since it's October 1st of me recording this. And I'm probably going to post it today or tomorrow. But I'd like to post this as quick as possible. So it's probably going to be today. Anyways. That's all I got for this news update for Halloween the game. Thought I'd share it with all of you, and I will see you on the next one, alright? Peace out, everybody. Have a happy Halloween.